Hi, my name is Gary Shank, 28 years old, from Reno, Nevada, and I am Season 4's Top Shot. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you some of the weapons and firearms that have actually crafted me into becoming America's next top shot. I'm going to start here with my recurve bow that I shoot in my backyard. Had it for the last few years and actually have become quite the marksman with it. I started out with compound bows but found them far too easy to actually become, and with the challenges of archery with a standard bow without a sight, crafts you into a very, very good overall marksman with one. My blowgun, like you've seen actually on Season 2, I've had since I was 10 years old. I'm quite the accomplished marksman with it and enjoy shooting in my backyard as well as in my home shooting at a dartboard. Some of the other primitive weapons that I've actually owned and used for many, many years is my tomahawk. I've had it for about 15 years. I used to throw it a lot at rendezvous. That's where I first learned how to throw it anyway, and now I actually use it in my backyard and entertain friends. It's quite the challenge. It's a lot of fun to actually use these primitive weapons to enhance my marksmanship qualities. Throwing knives is something I'm very akin to. These are a set of my throwing knives, which again I use in my backyard to actually hone my marksmanship skills and stick very, very efficiently. Next we have a slingshot. I first got re-interested in one of these, actually of watching them in Season 1. And my dad and I rushed out and actually got one and actually have honed ourselves into very, very good marksmen with these. It's very entertaining to see the look on people's face when I pull one of these out of the range and crush some clay pigeons at about 15 yards. If we go into other firearm type weapons, this is actually a competition air pistol, which again I hunt in my backyard with and split playing cards on edge and shoot for accuracy. Very accurate weapons and a lot of fun to shoot in their own right. We step into actual firearms here. I have a Kentucky long rifle. This one happens to be a flintlock. It's one of the weapons I used in my rendezvous days and are very akin to some of the period weapons that I've used in my Civil War reenactment days. We sit around and throw tomahawks and actually play with a lot of different types of black powder firearms in reenactments. And are a lot of fun and very, very challenging to your marksmanship. You literally get one shot with one of these, and if you don't make it, then you've already lost. Other rifles I've shot in the past and present are like my competition .22 rifle here. This one happens to be a Marlin, very close to the same one that I used in Boy Scout camp when I was young. Very accurate rifles. Going back to historical firearms, this happens to be a Smith & Wesson No. 3, circa 1880. I spent a lot of time as a firearms historian and have actually handled a lot of the different weapons that have actually been in service worldwide for the last 150 years. There's literally not a gun you can put in my hand I wouldn't know the history about and actually how to operate and be able to shoot better than any of the competitors actually on the program. Here's a gun that should look familiar to you. This happens to be a 1911. You've actually used these in both seasons of Top Shot and is America's favorite handgun. I'm an expert shot with one of these and use it in my other demo video to actually split playing cards at 10 yards. I'm also very proficient with more modern firearms of military origin. This happens to be an AR-15 rifle. I shoot this one, which is semi-automatic, and at my current job, I instruct people actually how to use the machine gun variants of these guns, including Tommy guns, M16s, AK-47s, Uzis, MP5s. Definitely shot more fully automatic firearms than anyone else actually on your program. My father has a lot to do with that. He happened to have been a firearms instructor for a police department for 34 years. He retired as the chief of police of a small town police department. He was an expert marksman and actually had led me to actually my knowledge and my craft of being an expert marksman. Him and I would love to actually compete in a co-op season of Top Shots and would be very, very proficient. My other hobbies include cowboy action shooting, USPSA, IDPA, as well as any other marksmanship program I can possibly do. My days as a reenactor set me up for historical firearms. My present hobbies, including the firearms training that I get daily at work, teaching people how to shoot more modern firearms, have crafted me into America's top shot. If you put me on in Season 4, I guarantee I will emerge the victor, and if you put my father and I in a co-op season, I guarantee we'll dominate the competition. With our knowledge of firearms and our expertise with a wide variety of weapons, we actually have crafted ourselves unknowingly to actually be perfect competitors for your television program. I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for watching.